Hey guys, I just had an early music business meeting in this place, which is a sushi place, and sushi for breakfast is just disgusting. Now time to head to the studio and make some music.
Different places, different worlds, nothing left, just empty words. Back for breath, barely touch, nothing ever is enough. I want something solid.
Welcome to my studio. Quick side story, getting this Coke took me 15 minutes. Tonight is Halloween and tomorrow is one of these weird German holidays where nobody knows why we celebrate it, but everybody is getting a day off. And I don't know why, but every time there's one of these holidays, all of the people run to the supermarket, buy their stuff like there's no tomorrow. And this holiday is just one day. I don't get it. Today I actually wanted to share with you my working process on the Not Scared track. I advanced a bit, but since it's Halloween tonight, I wanted to do a little special and open with your Pandora's box. Wait, we have to make this way more dramatic. Okay, is that dramatic enough? Maybe some music? Okay guys, I'm just kidding, there's actually not really something in it. This is the old box of Logic 8. I even still have here all of the 100 DVDs you had to install back in the days to make it run. This was more a symbol of talking to you about a topic that is maybe a bit controversial and dicey, same as it was about talking about ghost producers. So today's a bit controversial topic will be all about copycat producers. If you're just doing it for the money and the fame, it's probably a stupid idea to do it for the money and fame, because there are a million ways that are way easier to make money and get famous than producing music and being a DJ. There's just so much competition and there is not a set path that you just follow and become a successful DJ and producer. There are many ways to achieve it, but there are millions of ways to never get there. And that's already where the problem starts. A lot of young producers see their favorite DJ and want to be like him, and they think if they just produce like him, they will get where he is right now. But that's impossible for a couple of reasons. No one needs another Kygo, another Martin Garrix, another Steve Aoki. These guys are already out there, they're established. If you copy them, no one will take you seriously because they know you copied them, and no one is interested in a cheap rip-off if there is an original available. Also, whatever worked for your favorite DJ won't probably work for you. The time has changed. The sound has changed, so you have to make something new. Also, by just copying the people, you will be always behind. Let's say your favorite DJ releases a new track in a certain style. Until you copied it, understood it, even got close to his production skills and released it, half a year or a year already passed and you were way too late to the party. I even know really big DJs that have a lot of fans that do it like this. One of them I know, I won't say his name, but he was copying another big German DJ for 3 years. Then he was copying Deadmau5 for 2 or 3 years. Now he's copying Robin Schulz for who knows how long. And no one really takes them serious anymore. Some people just argue these are trends, and yes, sometimes there are trends. For example, a lot of producers are doing more slow music, more relaxed stuff. Or then people start again doing faster music. That's really true, but with this one artist, it was just copying whatever was on top of the Beatport charts, changing it a little bit so that he didn't get into trouble, and that's how he built his entire career. Another example that I have would be Flume or Flum or whatever he's called, this Australian guy making this really unique music. He didn't copy anybody, he really developed something that is good and unique. But now a lot of people started copying him and he can't do his own style anymore because it's so overused by a lot of copycat producers. So his second album sounds entirely different, and I think he had really trouble to come up with something new just because so many people copied him. And I really don't know why people don't get that copying is really just boring. I mean, If I listen to a track and it sounds like Kygo, I just think, okay, what's the point in this track? I already heard another track, it's almost the same, and the one from Kygo is probably even better. So why are people doing it? Because doing it for the success, as I already mentioned, doesn't really work. So what I guess what some people think is they just start making music because they hear music that they like and they want to do something that is like that. But that's probably already the wrong mindset to why to make music. I was for a long time a DJ, and I started making music not for the fame. I just made it for the fun, and I had the feeling I want to create my own music. I was playing a lot of music by other people. I liked it, but there was never really the track in there that was 100% my style. I always felt like I need to change something about it to make it better, or at least better to myself. So I started making edits of these tracks, play them, then I got into producing a bit more, learned all of the techniques. Then somehow I ended up being a ghost producer. I already talked about that in another video. I didn't really like it because I was copying the entire time. Most of my customers just sent me 2 or 3 tracks, usually the ones that were on top of the Beatport charts, and asked me to do something that is in the same style. Of course, I didn't argue with them. It wasn't my problem. They're putting their name on top of these tracks and they have to live with it, and they have to try to make money out of something that is probably already way too old when it is released. Enough of talking, now it's time for me to keep on working on the Not Scared track. I really want to finish it. I hope to be able to do it today. Tomorrow is a holiday, as I mentioned, and I'm not sure if I will be here. I'm also not sure if I will be able to make a vlog tomorrow. Tonight there are a lot of very crazy and wild Halloween parties going on, so who knows.
I need more than the shadow of you. You're like cigarette smoke.
So before I go, let's get back to the topic. So copying isn't really an option. It doesn't make sense to fulfill you as an artist. It also doesn't make sense business-wise, because you're competing against other people that are way bigger than you, and probably also their music will sound way better than yours. I don't know how I did it, but it's now 7 again. I'm 20 minutes late. We're tonight invited to a private Halloween party. So I actually need to hurry up, but there's one more thing I wanted to share with you, and I will take my time for it because it's important. You know, a lot of artists, and I had it myself, have this inner conflict between making something that they like and something unique and something that will make them money. And I've learned over the years, and I think this is entire bullshit, just go for the style that you truly believe in, make the things you want. That's the only way you will have success. Always keep in mind there are enough people out there on this planet that no matter how weird and twisted the music is that you're making, there will be enough there to support it. The key thing here is, of course, to make it as good as possible, to make it consistently, to keep on working, never give up, and not to question your own style too much. It's okay if your style develops into a certain direction, but changing a whole lot, as I already mentioned, will just ruin your fan base. Which is even way more important if you're making unique underground kind of music. If you're making more the commercial stuff, it almost doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. Now I really need to hurry up like crazy. My computer isn't even in here. Okay, I think I got everything. This morning they changed the time, and I hate when they're doing this. Now it's even getting 1 hour earlier dark, which I absolutely hate. I don't even know why it's done. We all know it's not saving energy, and I'd rather go in the dark to work than having no light in my free time. I don't even know why I'm complaining. I'm always so late back home that it's anyways dark. I'm 45 minutes late. Let's see in how much trouble I am. No one here. I either got the time wrong or I'm so late she left without me.
Empty room, you're tearing me apart.